They have a lot of decent players in different positions that they can keep together, and they have produced a lot of stars who have gone on to some other clubs, and some of them are not even getting playing time in those clubs. They can come back now that they have a continental ticket. Try to bring these guys back.
Okay.
The quality will then be very good, and they will be able to go as far as they want. The philosophy on the continent is to take it one game at a time, and with the quality that we've seen in this team, I'm sure they may just be able to go out there and do what British Lions of Boko did when they won the FA Cup so many years ago. Nobody gave them a chance of going all the way. But then they were able to keep the bulk of their players together, recruit a few more to strengthen the squad, and then they went all the way, became African champions, and that was the turning point for the club. I believe Aqua United can go the same way if the governor can get those funds out on time. They do the recruitment that they need to do, and they start to put themselves together.
And a bit of consistency with, like you said, set to the issue of the manager. Know that if
motivate the boys properly.
Yeah, if it's going to be there or not.
Yeah, and then you'll be able to pick it up from there.
All right, still talking in that same line, talking about developing sports generally. Let's talk about this one. Talking about table tennis. 2 members of the backroom staff of the Super Eagles were in Kwara recently. Incidentally, I have one of them sitting right here next to me. He's going to tell us what it was all about. But it's good when you see people giving back to the society, people making sure that sports is developed. So, Tony, can you quickly explain to us what we're seeing?
It's an interesting story. Myself and my classmate, who were classmates in primary school, Chapu Northern Primary School in
both
Ilorin.
of you are members of the backroom staff.
Both of us right now are members of the backroom staff of the Super Eagles. I'm talking about the team administrator, Dayo Enebi, Acho, and myself. And Dayo Enebi actually brought up this idea, and of course you could see Chief Falela Togunkoya. I mean, he's talking about school sports now, reviving school sports. Dayo Enebi was the one that brought up the idea that, look, let's try to give something back to our primary school. We left that school some 35 years ago.
Wow.
And it was good for us to go back there and give some equipment, 2 sets of table tennis boards, 2 sets of jersey. Dayo said, look, that school cannot go and play a competition and they are poorly dressed, knowing that 2 of us with the Super Eagles and we're products of that school. So we went to
and the fact that school has produced other notable,
and the secondary school,
notable sporting.
I decided to do the same for my secondary school as well. My secondary school has produced an Olympic gold medalist. That's St. Anthony's Secondary School. This is the picture from the primary school, Chapu Nursery Primary School in Ilorin. The secondary school, St. Anthony's, we've produced an Olympic gold medalist. In the late Sunday Bada, we've produced an Olympic silver medalist in BC Afolabi. And suddenly we discovered that they were no longer doing inter-house sports. And this was what used to be the nursery to produce those talents. But the good news is that we went there, and Chief Adegbo Yonikbe, they told them that school sports, inter-house sports must come back. And
that's the only way back to the top.
The commissioner for sports in Kwara was also there, and he says, look, that's what we're going to be doing. Inter-house sports will come back, school sports must be revitalized, and we must get back to those days. When we paid a lot of attention. And I could remember very vividly in my secondary school days, Olakpada Adenekon. I saw him inter-house sports. A year after he was representing Kwara State at Kwara 85 National Sports Festival. A year after he was representing Nigeria at the World Junior Championship.
Wow.
1988, he was representing Nigeria at the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
1992, he was an Olympic Games finalist and a silver medalist. I mean, products of school sports. And we felt that, look, that's the way to go. And I hope that the government will key in every place where school sports is being killed or buried and has been jettisoned. We need to bring them back again. And that was exactly what Dayo Enebiacho and myself decided to do. Sow a seed of giving to schools
and also
see them use it.
And also this helps keep young boys and girls off the streets when they can channel their energy into productive things. Well, let's listen to prominent sports people at that event, what they had to say. Well, Toyi has told us a little, but let's also hear more, and we'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
In our days, people used to say that it was only dollars that went into sports, not knowing that you need to be very intelligent to be a successful sportsman. It's not everybody that takes part in sport that will become a star. But taking part will have made a change in your life? You may not know. And so if you can take sports to the grassroots, you probably will not need policemen in this country anymore.
We understand and we know that government alone cannot fund sporting activities and youth development. We employed on corporate organization, on corporate social responsibility to support government activities in this direction.
We are sowing precious seeds today inside this school. We are sowing precious seeds. We are donating table tennis because we believe that those seeds will be watered and God will give the increase. And who knows, one day somebody will just come and say, look, I started playing table tennis when I was in St. Anthony's today and the world champion.
All right, welcome back. What a way to give back to the society. And you had prominent people there speaking about the power of sports, what sports can do, and how we can return the glory days by ensuring that we provide amenities where young people can start getting involved in sports, and hopefully some of them will get to the very, very top. All right, we've made a switch. Toye Bitoye has left. He has gone to stay behind the scenes to give us what we need behind the scenes. We've made a switch, like I said. Tonte and Telema Davis joins me. I'm going to do the introduction right this time. Sitting right next to me, Tonte Davis, it's good to have you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been, and it's good to be here once again.
All right, Telema.
Yeah, once again, it's good to be here.
Thanks for helping me out. You guys, I don't know, you're looking a little different. Makes it easy for me. But guys, let's go right into the issues. An interesting one. I couldn't help but laugh when I read today that Sepp Blatter is saying that, look, the ethics committee has no power. They can't do anything to him. That he has to go to the Congress. That 209 votes in the Congress. If those people now say, okay, go away. So what I'm saying is that, are we not setting ourselves up for another drama? You know, because it looks like Blatter is ready for a fight. If the suspension is over, you know, I don't understand. I thought it was dead and buried, but when I read this, I think it's laughable, really.
Well, well, we just laughed about it. It shows that it's laughable. However, for speaking seriously about it, for Blatter to make this sort of comeback, it shows that he's gone back, he's talked with his lawyers, and at the same time, he's also looked at the governance,
the loopholes,
the governance rules, exactly, the loopholes in that regard, and which we find in the rules, in the rule book of FIFA, and he's saying that, hey, come on, for anybody to remove the FIFA president, we have to go to the Congress. Now, but the question is, now, has he been found guilty? You know, we're looking at the basis of his suspension. Now, going forward, is he found guilty of any form of offence which has been stipulated or captured in the same rule book? Now, if not, then there's the tendency for us to see FIFA how again, adding to this, I feel that Sepp Blatter does not need to come back to FIFA. He needs to move on to some other thing.
Tell him, don't you think people proposing a live ban have already